historic wineries. Those are places that were damaged and threatened in that Sonoma Valley there. The Beltane Ranch is closed now because of the fires. The ranch owner says that some historic structures from the early 90s were lost. The most important ones, if this is any consolation, were spared. But these fires are burning a lot of what is really known very well as wine country all over the country. This is going to be something that is incredibly damaging, especially to the crop now. It is harvesting season. Doug Johnson has a look at that part of the story.
Skies over the Napa Valley look almost apocalyptic with so many wildfires burning nearby. Through all the smoke, wineries and tasting rooms' closed signs can be barely seen almost everywhere.
We have to close because we can't really do much without electricity.
However, winemakers say even without power, they're still doing what they do best.
We just kept on doing winemaking the old style way without, as much as technology and electricity, of course, as we used to.
It's back to extreme basics. So we're filling up a bin with wine and juice and lifting it with a forklift and having to kind of manually, push it into the tank.
But sadly, some wineries are not so lucky. The Napa Valley Vintners Association says 14 of its members have had wildfires burn onto their properties, of which 5 are a complete loss.
We haven't seen the economic damage and probably won't know that for some time.
However, the chairman of the Vintners Association, Michael Honig, says it's unlikely these fires will have an impact on the price of the bottle. That's because his association is made up of more than 500 wineries.
If you look at California as a wine-growing community, only 4% of the grapes that are grown in California come from the Napa Valley.
If you're wondering how all this ash and smoke in the air might affect the taste of the wine, well, most of the winemakers we talked to say that while this is the harvest season, it's the tail end of it. So most of the grapes are already off the vine.
And the skins aren't really permeable, so the smoke's not going to get into the fruit per se.
Plus, that 10 to 15% of grapes which are still outside will be washed before they're fermented.
You have ways to clean them up with microparticles of water if that's needed, but so far we haven't had that problem.
Keeping tanks closed, we're washing things twice just to be cautious.
In Napa Valley, Doug Johnson, Fox 40 News.